what do we do with the monies that we get from volunteers or from donors? Do we renovate our building to make it more comfortable? Or do we spend it on behalf of the people that we're serving? We're always going to decide to spend that money on our friends. As of last year, the point in time count last year was only 2,700 people in homelessness in Atlanta. We know that number is higher than that. When we started doing the math, we realized that this is a solvable problem. This is something that we actually can affect. So think of all the nonprofits and for-profits and churches and individuals pouring into this problem. This is something that we can actually affect, but we're going to use this space to educate our volunteers, to expand our volunteer base, and to move out into the city and hopefully help some people that need their lives restored. And Cortland showed up and said that they had a bunch of skilled volunteers to come help out to renovate our building and to fix it up, to beautify it, and we were thrilled.
We connected with Cortland initially through Cortland coming to us, looking for a partner, and our hearts aligned in our missions to help love people and to serve people deeply worked really well together. The Phase 1 renovation here at SafeHouse with Cortland is all about taking this space and this back upstairs part of our building and bringing it to a point where you feel good to be able to sit down in a space and to relax.
We took the first step by coming out here as a team, meeting the team here at the SafeHouse and kind of going over ways that we could help improve. And so we talked about construction and design.
Phase 1 was to revamp the second floor of our building, which included ladies' restroom, the common area for the mission teams, and our pantry area as well. The spaces before the renovation was like 1970. Compartmentalized, dingy. The bathrooms was even worse than my high school showers back in the 70s. We needed help.
The space back here before this renovation with Phase 1 was horrible. The showers got put in 1996. The ceiling was falling apart. The floor was disgusting. And as much as we try to keep things clean here and the way we do things, it's just really, really difficult when something is 30 years old. Because do you spend money to help somebody on the streets that needs legit life change help, or do you fix a shower?
The space before the renovation, it was, it accommodated what they needed, but it could have been so much more useful space. It was really cluttered.
So this space behind me, it was like a little room that had no window that volunteers who stay overnight or would stay in. And then there were showers around there was washer, dryer, everything was into one.
They had a lot of rooms that were just not connected well. It was very choppy. And so what we wanted to do was figure out a way to open up the space. So we were able to come in, restructure the bathrooms, get new showers to lay out in there as well, which will help. We had a good foundation to work with. It was pretty much this rectangular building. Inside was easy to move walls, and we just needed to come in and reorganize.
The renovation process was a little slower than we expected, but we really had a lot of our vendors step up and help us with getting materials. The biggest successes with the project are really the vendors that got involved and helped us with all of the free labor, because I knew it was a really great project to get involved in. My favorite part about the process is seeing everything come from the paper and actually becoming a space, and also seeing the staff's reaction to how this is going to affect them.
Cortland's team is so good to work for. What a beautiful group of people to be able to come in and serve with them and to see them and their talents come to fruition. It allows us to see a space that we don't normally get to see, and it allows us to see human talent at its finest in a way we don't get to see. Overall, the entire experience with Cortland has been one that we could never have asked for to be as good as it absolutely was. And then to be able to have a safe room where we can really care for people that are in a time of crisis through this renovation in a room that feels good for the individual is a really beautiful thing.
I think my favorite part of the whole renovation is really getting to know the people here at SafeHouse, some of the things that Chuck has taught us about what they do and what they do for the people that come here. I think it was really eye-opening, and that's something I've been involved in, so I think that was just really enjoyable.
The renovation process has been seamless. Everybody that we met from Cortland has been extremely friendly, extremely professional, has the same heart as ours to serve. It's been a pleasure. The whole renovation process and getting to know everybody personally has been a true pleasure.
I see a design space that said, we care about you, and we care about what you think, and we care about the guests you serve, and we care about those that support you. When I look at this wallpaper and I see love and smile often, and just even picking this wallpaper, it's just encouraging to know that there can be this kind of collaboration with a small nonprofit downtown Atlanta and a corporation such as Cortland for the one common goal. I can come to work for a small nonprofit in a space that speaks volume. The space speaks. Look at this. This is like home. I feel like I'm home, but it doesn't have to look like a homeless shelter or a rundown, whatever it is. I can't wait to see the next phase, honestly, because then it will be a new building.
Cortland's made a very big difference at this whole property, first with Cortland Commitment Week and doing all of the small projects that people could help with, but also creating a space that the staff as well as all the mission teams that come up here, they have a much more organized and clean space to come after they've been helping and relax from everything they're dealing with downstairs. We hope to make a big difference with all the future phases that we plan to do as well.
I think this renovation is going to have a great impact with some of our clients who are able to come to us through our career development program and access the showers and access the space up here to be able to relax a little bit, feel a little bit more human as they're getting from the streets back to life and self-sufficiency versus worrying about where you're stepping because it's a little gross is amazing, and Cortland has done a fantastic job with that. I think it also has had a huge impact with our team. One of the things that we talk about all the time is providing dignity to those that we serve because they're living in a life that is very undignified. And so to be able to remind them that they are worthy as a human of a space like this, what an honor that is. And this room just shouts standard of excellence. It shouts to the person coming into this room to be able to receive our services and the showers, to be able to receive the shower services. It says and it shouts to them that you are worthy of excellence. And then in turn, they start operating more in excellence themselves. Cortland's made a difference with our entire organization in a beautiful way. And to have an organization like Cortland, y'all are huge and everything that you do around the world is amazing. To come in and say that we want to partner with SafeHouse, it's an affirmation of what I feel like we're trying to say to our team, which then of course manifests itself into those that we serve. It's been really neat to see and it's been an absolute honor.
You know, from the floor to the ceiling, the corners are all done well. You never know what we're going to encounter, but being able to come back to a space that's just comfortable and clean and professionally done, it's just, I can't express it enough. Just the restrooms themselves is a game changer. To be able to come into this building and it not feel like a almost abandoned building, but to feel like a Cortland property almost, because it's so well done. Yeah, phase one has been a miracle. We can't wait to see how our volunteers are going to react when they see this. I have high hopes about what the effect this is going to have on everybody that sees it. But again, that's why Cortland has come in and just been a game changer to this organization. Not saying that because I'm being filmed or because we're supposed to say thank you, but like we are sincerely thankful.